Oh, that's why Will's a black screen. Boop. Now he's not a black screen.
I've just pretended to be frozen. Good afternoon, everybody. It's time for the podcast. Oh, yes, the Game Room Players podcast with myself, Lord Teammaker, a Gabriel McKellar. Joining us, as always, with his virginity almost ready to be kept intact tomorrow. It's James Atkinson.
Yes, it's finally they finally have come. I had to go down to the post office to sign for them. That's how important they were. My officially merchandised Jimmy Broadbent sim racing gloves. Which, by the way, we might as well shell for other people's merch, right?
Yep.
How much do you think these were?
25 quid.
30.
Wow, wasn't far off.
30 quid?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad. No. And then there was 11 quid shipping from England to the United States, but I bought them on Sunday and I got them today. So that's a week using Royal Mail and the United States Postal Service. Let's think
during COVID, of all things.
Yeah, let's think about that for a second. We just relied on two government-owned institutions that are highly under attack by the very governments that run them, and they did a serviceable job.
Yeah.
It literally went from where Will lives to where I live in 5 days in a week. I'm Nottingham. I figured an hour, an hour from
pretty much
Corby, close enough, right? Yeah,
pretty much about an hour and 15. So you were spot on, pretty much.
You're in Nottingham County?
No, we're Northamptonshire. It goes Northamptonshire, Venezuela, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Leicestershire, Nottinghamshire.
I always forget, where part, because we're in Litchfield County. That's where we are.
Yeah.
But like you, we have really fucking weird names. Do you know there's in Connecticut? If people don't know, I live in Connecticut. I don't think we've mentioned it vaguely a few times, but we have Lebanon. There's a Lebanon, Connecticut.
But you also have a Peterborough there.
Yep. Putnam.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a Putnam. We've got
Northampton as well.
We do have a Northampton. We also have the Hamptons, which is where all the rich people go. I'm trying to think. We have it's funny because you go by and oh my god, these are just all English towns because we're fucking unoriginal here in New England.
Well, put it this way, right? The people that went over to the States, when it wasn't called the States, by the indigenous people that lived there, they set off from Plymouth and landed in Plymouth. How lucky is that?
I know, right? And they hit a rock that tends to slow things down a little bit. Yeah, but I think we have an Azerbaijan too.
Yeah,
Connecticut. Just think about that. It's like a.
Well, technically, it is 20 days away, considering Australia.
Yeah.
So maybe we're running on Australia time to go through.
Yeah.
You see.
It is the official Extra Life timer. So when they tell us it starts, it begins. Maybe the other thing too is that if we think about this, we don't see the hours.
No.
So it could be 20 days plus a certain amount of hours in time.
Yeah, that's potentially it, I think. I think you're right on that one. So, what have we got in store for the people today? We've got a slight content dump. We've tried cutting down on our food this week.
It's going to be we can tell people it's going to be some lean shows coming up, mainly because number one, there's not a lot happening in the gaming world because fucking November is going to come and we're all going to shit ourselves.
Yep.
And number two, Extra Life is coming up.
Yeah.
And we don't want to over content and we don't want to overdo you guys with us. because, I mean, you're going to be seeing us for 24 hours over the spread of a weekend, plus extra incentives, plus extra other things. Because the TGWPIS content doesn't end because we're doing Extra Life. Will there still be Free Play Friday? Yes. Will there still be a podcast? Yes. Will there still be F1? Yes.
Yeah. Would it be Snooker that Friday? Probably not, because it would normally finish.
I technically said TGWPIS content, Will. I didn't say anything about your content.
Yeah, true.
I was trying to save you here, Will. I was saying TGWPIS content. Not that Will's content isn't very much a part of TGWPIS. We were very well aware of that, but this stuff. Yeah, that'd be interesting if I have the Sunday shift, because what means I have to do F1, and then I have to do more F1 on top of that. So that may be like a 10 to 12 hour stream day for me.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah, that depends what Chris wants to do, isn't it? Whether he wants to do the Saturday or Sunday.
For me, it really depends. I'd like to do it on the day that Kim is working, because she would normally work for 8 hours, so I can do the stream while my significant other is working, so that she's like, "Where did you go?
What did you do?"
Well, we can obviously say though that like this is the one time she can't yell at me for playing video games. It's
Yeah.
like the one day out of the year where I get a free pass. Why are you playing video games? To raise money for children. Well, okay. You're doing it for charity.
Yeah, because there are sick children in this world that need saving, damn it.
That $5 that T. Paulin just donated could save a kid's life. Now, if I didn't stream, we wouldn't have gotten that $5. Now, do you want to be responsible to tell little Timmy's parents that he didn't live because James didn't play fucking F1 on Sunday, November 9th?
8th.
Next year it'll be 9th?
Yeah.
Am I right?
You're right.
I don't know. I don't know calendars. Those are things. I wake up, I go to work, and some days I wake up and I don't work. It's all the same. I sit in the same room every day.
Yeah. This year, it's like it's lasted 575,000 days so far.
I've spent more time at home than I ever have, and to be honest with you, I'm fine with that. I have a new
But you know, James, when we're sitting at home like this, we like to talk to people, don't we, in chats?
Yeah, and talk about things and think about things.
But what if we're in chat and some random comes in, someone says something off color or offensive? What are we gonna do about that, eh? Well, Sony, with its new firmware update, have brought forward a solution which is going forward into the PS5. You don't want to become famous. Oh, no. No, we don't want you to become famous. What we want you to do is Sony wants you to record the bit from the chat and send it to them for moderation. Then they can have a better understanding of who needs to be banned for it and why.
We call this the Bezos system.
They're sitting there.
Hello, Jeff. Did he use the C word? I don't know. We may have to bin him. Wait, he's Australian. You're right. You're right.
Now, people have been getting on their high horse, and people have been getting upset, and it's like, and this was including someone in our community who was getting wound up and a bit paranoid. Yes, I am looking at you, if you're listening, and saying that, oh, Sony can do that. They're recording it when you go in, and you can't stop them. It's like looking at it. It's, no, it's you record it if someone in your chat is the problem. It's up to you. It's not Sony. They're not breaking any privacy laws. It's you consenting to it. That's why whenever you go into now a new amalgamated, morphed together party chat, you are agreeing that you can be recorded, not for training purposes. Oh no. But in case you say something, act like you shouldn't be.
What happens for crossplay?
That's a very good question.
I just think of PUBG and the utter cesspool that game is in its community. And well, then again, you don't have like chat. You can't yell at somebody other's team. It's all internalized. But
Exactly.
just think about like games that are like COD. COD's crossplay, right?
But again, that's the same thing though. Would you not use Discord then for people who are crossplay?
Yeah, there's no reason why you wouldn't be using Discord at that point. And at that
So,
point, you're on your own audio platform in a private conversation. That if you're a streamer, and then at that point, there. Number one, there's ways around this. Number two, will this help some ways? Yes. Number three, do I care? I've got a fucking Echo Dot in my house. Jeff Bezos already knows what I'm doing. I have a cell phone. They're probably recording me through that. You want to know what? The government wants my wants my shit. Guess what? I got nothing to hide from them. The job that I work, they already have to know so much about me anyways. Most of my information is public. Because it has to be. Because of work. So, for me, it's whatever. Go ahead.
As someone who owns one, is it a big deal for me? No, because after all the hullabaloo, after all the paranoia, after all the, what are they doing now? It's like we have to look at it properly without, a knee-jerk reaction and go, okay, yeah, that's potential good news. Or, as I said at the time, just use Discord.
Or just...
Or
don't be a, you know what? Just don't be a rhymes with Hunt's tomato sauce.
This morning you're very nervous and anxious about using that, aren't you?
No, I'm not gonna drop that one. Like American swearing. Let's talk about this for a second. Since it directly ties into what we're talking about, right? American swearing. Fuck, shit, ass, bitch. Totally fine in most cases, or like to be dropped down. I mean, at this point, I'm willing to say fuck isn't really even a swear anymore because it's used so much in social discourse that it's like it's overused to the point where it's last. If I tell somebody to go fuck themselves, like it's just like, oh yeah, wow, okay, dude. Like it's just so overused.
Yeah.
But the C word. The second you call somebody a C word in America, that's like you've unleashed it. Like, because that's one that's not used too much. Especially if you call a female that. Oh God, like that is a.
Whereas in Scotland, in Australia, and here mostly, at times we use it a lot here, but in Australia and in Scotland, it's a term of endearment or
in some cases, yeah. It's like fuck. It's like if I walked up to somebody in America that I knew, it was a friend of mine, I went, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?" It's saying this. It's basically saying the same thing, but here, the C word is like that's a no-no. And
there's also another F word or F words. Lengthen it that we say here, but it doesn't mean the same thing.
Cigarette.
Yeah, the cigarette is the short version. The longer version is type of meatball.
Yeah. See, once again, and I'm not even talking about swears that. I'm not even talking about slurs, because then we're getting into slurs. I'm just talking about swears. This is just and technically, I went to a friend's house. They had a female dog, and I was petting it, and I said, "Who's a good bitch?"
Yeah,
ain't a swear. Didn't swear. Nope. Called the animal what it is. Female dog's bitch. Not. People get offended because when you call them a bitch, you're comparing them to a female dog. And you want to know what? I would take that as a term of endearment. Dogs are wonderful creatures. I would love to be compared to a dog. It means you're loyal, you're helpful, you're friendly. What's not to like about a dog? We literally rate games on how good they are based on if you can pet the dog. That is an important criteria. Is a dog in the game, and can I pet it?
Well, you
Important.
know,
Right?
Sony's already won this generation's console war, right? Do you know why?
Because you could
Spider Cat.
Spider Cat.
Yep, there is a cat that helps you out in Spider-Man Miles Morales that you can pet.
Well, important rule here.
Mhm.
This is gonna make or break this game for me. In Cyberpunk, are there going to be dogs? Can I pet the dogs? If I can pet the dogs, 10 out of 10 best game. It's
Can
important.
we do something we haven't done in a long time?
What is it?
It's not a tweet Elon Musk, but
Is
it
it?
is a tweet at Holly Bennett.
Oh, at Holly Bennett. I thought you were going to have me tweet at Cyberpunk. Because I'll
No,
do
no, no.
that too.
Let's tweet at Holly. You can tag Cyberpunk in at the same time. They may be able to answer the question.
Cool. I mean,
Tweet at live. Do a live tweet to both of them and say and ask: is there dogs in Cyberpunk? And can we pet them? Yes or no?
so hang on. All right. Let's. I wasn't prepared to do this today. Cough, 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 cough. Yeah, boom, done. That's fine. So, oh my god, it's Streamception. Boom. So tweet. So it's at Holly.
I.e. It's Holly with an I.E. rather than a Y.
Is that her right there? Is she verified?
That's it. Yeah, Holly B. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's Holly B. And Cyberpunk. Yeah, quick question about
I wish I could do a comma here, but I can.
Are there dogs and can we pet them in it? And while we're there, we can look at your what's happening and we see Ben Affleck and Matt Damon proving their bromance is still going strong.
Good for them.
I'll say it's a deal breaker, but it may be. Oh, yes. Because this is important information we need to know.
There you go.
I see you use Grammarly.
I do use Grammarly because I can't spell worth a shit.
I wish I use Grammarly because then they could edit me.
All right, there you go. Perfect. The tweet sent. We'll see if anything shows up at the end of the show.
Awesome sauce. Right, well, considering then, that's the content done from my end. Have you got anything, James?
I mean, City Wire was out 2 days ago, and it looked cool. Actually, if you're a car guy or a girl or person, a car living being, this would be pretty interesting because they actually go into like how they design like the different types of cars, how they design the cars, but then like how they did the audio capture.
Yeah,
and I really appreciate the way that like they kind of like are kind of showing how the teams and everybody did this, and it's great. Like how they went in and they captured all of this audio. They're like in like this sort of, it's like a Forza level of like audio capture that they did, and to make the cars sound cool, and like the fact that every car, like there's different so like you can have like the sports car version or like the luxury version or the economy version of the same type of car, and their interiors match that. So it's not just like because you expect in certain games, can you get in a car and can you drive it? Cool. But you'd always sometimes the interior would look the same, but the fact that they designed unique interiors for every single car, and there's something like 50 plus unique cars in the game.
that's That's Gran Turismo level of detail there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they're like, oh yeah, there's gonna be driving and racing, and I'm just sitting there going like, I have a racing wheel. How good is this?
Controller, racing wheel, keyboard and mouse,
Keyboard and mouse. Come on, it's a first-person shooter. If you're not playing it with keyboard and mouse, then you're not doing it right. So much more precision. So much more precision. I mean, I like that. I like how they're doing that. Also, the cosplay contest.
Yeah.
The fuck are those people doing? Holy shit. There were some fucking killer cosplays. So,
oh yeah.
it hasn't been as meaty. Like, I think 2 and 3 like are really good because they talk about like the backgrounds and the guns. Like those were like probably the best ones, but I like where they're going with it. Also, and I do want to mention this one thing too. As much as we've seen about this game, Will, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what the story fucking is?
Not that I can remember anyway. No, it's just in terms of big spoilers, there's nothing.
As much as we know, we don't know a goddamn thing about like this. Like we know that like the amount we know is like you basically have to get this data chip, and one of your backgrounds leads you to being tied up into getting this data chip, and you plug it into your head, and then Keanu Reeves shows up, and he's an AI in your brain. But that's it. Like that, and from what I've heard, that's the tutorial. Like that's your tutorial section. Like when like they have Jesse Cox who's runs the after show. Like he's played the game, and it's essentially like that's the part that they let him play, and it's the tutorial section. I think I said it's like 2 to 3 hours. And I'm just there going like, fucking, we don't know a goddamn thing about the story in this game. Also, and they said it's going to be a shorter story than The Witcher 3.
Wow.
The main story is going to be shorter than The Witcher. And do you know the reason why they gave for that?
Because of more side stuff.
No.
Is that it? Why?
No.
Okay, why is it shorter?
Because a lot of people didn't finish The Witcher. They said that it was too long and people just got bored with it, and then they put it down. So they shortened it because they have the data. They have like the data from the game. They said something like, I think it was like close to like 40 to 50% of the people never finished The Witcher.
Which side of the fence are you on that? Did you finish The Witcher?
I did not finish The Witcher. Because I fell into the problem that I think they had. I go to an area, there's a lot of question marks in the area. I want to do all the fucking question marks in the area. Also, and my biggest gripe with The Witcher, you needed to be at a signpost to fast travel. I should have been able to be on the map and fast travel to a signpost. There's a mod that fixes that, but that's just a quality of life thing that I thought, like, because there's plenty of times, and Will, you would know this, where you were in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yep. You have to find a post to actually travel to the place you want to.
And it's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, like being able to have to travel and unlock that post, I think is like part of the experience. And I know they wanted you to experience the world, but like, how often can I see a dreary Poland in rain with the same like, the same like violin string thing playing as like the rain, and you hear, it's gonna rain. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're riding, you hear that one violin like playing back and forth, and it's just like, okay, great. With like the little bells in the background, like doon 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 wah. It's like, okay, I get it. The mood. It's dark. It's dreary. This place sucks. I understand that. You've set the tone. Why am I riding through here? Roach sucks to ride. It's horrible. Horse mechanics are bad. By the way, they did laugh and make a joke about Cyberpunk. They're like, yeah, summoning the car is a lot like summoning Roach in The Witcher. Though we still have some bugs to work out. Sometimes your car may show up spawn on top of a building. And they showed Roach landing on top, like they showed Roach on a building, and then they showed a car like spawning on top of a building, and I'm like, bravo, okay, you got the meme. You got today's section on you understood the meme.
Yeah.
That's enough. But you know, my thoughts with CD Projekt Red and that aside, I mean, it makes sense. It looks to be a good game. I'm excited for it. I understand why they're shortening it, but at the same time, a game that big, you think about it, they're giving you 3 backgrounds, which essentially means, you know, there's 3 different ways to start the game, and I'm assuming that once again with the way they've built up factions and all this other stuff, there's a lot of ways you can go through the main story. So you may be able to play the story
3 times at least.
At least 3 times. And if that story is 40 hours, I mean,
which for Carl, that'll be nice because you know he put in about 300 hours into The Witcher.
Yeah. In The Witcher, would you say it was like a 60 to 80 hour main quest?
Yeah, I would say that realistically.
And like realistically, like if you're going to like make sure you have to stay leveled, because that's the other thing about The Witcher is like you need to have your level.
Oh yeah, because there's some bits that are just impossible to go if you're not leveled up.
And then you've got the DLC on top of that. So and they've talked about Cyberpunk will have DLC. They've said so. They said that they're following the Witcher model, which means they'll have a bunch of free DLC that comes out afterwards, and then they'll have a couple paid DLCs. Now, looking at CD Projekt Red's track record with the game and using The Witcher as a model, I would say that the DLC for The Witcher gave you bang for your buck. Like they brought high quality story, more time. Like they were like averaging like 15 to 20 hours of more content per DLC they brought out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. I expect good things. And do I think the main story being shorter derives away from the game? No, because I think when you look at a game like The Witcher is what is The Witcher? It's the main story. It's Geralt finding Ciri and dealing with the Wild Hunt. That is The Witcher.
Yeah.
The main story in Cyberpunk is Night City itself. They want you to spend more time exploring Night City and seeing what they've created than focusing on the main story. And I think that's what they're trying to drive through. The main story is what gets you into the game, gets you to build a character and lets you go through it. But I think it's kind of the thinly veiled thing that they want you to say, like, this is Night City. The whole point of this is to make your way in this, and then that's how it goes from there.
Yeah, kind of almost like a Yakuza direction where they want you to explore the city there as well, don't they?
Yeah, you start off by like, you know, you start off being this hard ass Yakuza guy, and then all of a sudden you're 8 hours into your little kart racing and Bakumatai, and now you're running a hostess club, and you're like all in on the hostess club. And then you have to realize you have to go do karaoke, and you go do karaoke, and then you play pool, and then you play all of the Sega arcade games.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very. I think it is. I think it. We've never touched it. I've only seen what everybody else has seen. Could I be on the hype train? Absolutely freaking. There's no doubt I've been on the hype train for this game since it came. We saw the original video of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been on this thing, and I'm super excited for it. I am pissed that it's missed 2 extra lives for me.
God damn it! That's okay.
But we'll let that slide because it's going to be a good game. It looks to be a good game. I won't count my chickens before it hatch, but the amount of care and love and attention, and the fact that they have not only a lot of streamers and a lot of like big people in the gaming community as cameo characters in this game, which I love, but the fact that they have a guy like Keanu Reeves tied to it, and I find that Reeves doesn't attach him, especially lately, he doesn't attach himself to projects that he doesn't at least like feel like he can really be a part of. Because let's be honest, most of the shit that Keanu Reeves has come out with lately have all been bangers. Even the ones that don't, it's just like he's having fun with it. So
yeah.
Hey, Moon.
Hello, Queen. So basically, I think around about that time, if I disappear from streaming for a week or two, you know what's happened
Yeah.
because
I can
I'll
tell
be
you
playing
guys
it.
too. I'm not gonna stream Cyberpunk.
No. That's going to be the game because if I don't buy any other launch title for the Xbox or the PlayStation, boom, that's what I'll be having that on my PS5. And even if I don't transfer my PS4 games over and they still stay on my PS4, oh dear, for now it's fine because I'll have Cyberpunk on there on a new machine.
It was for me when I had my PlayStation when I bought a PlayStation 4
Yeah,
for a good like 6 months. It was just my Destiny machine. It was the only thing I could play Destiny on.
yeah.
That's all I did.
Did you try using your tablet to boop the snoot there, Moon Queen? Because that's going to hurt. That's going to just go in one way, make you go ah 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 ah. Doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
So that is the wonderful content dump. Ooh. I was like, my camera just went.
I pulled up a screen. Apparently, when I click off your thing, Will, for whatever
Yeah.
reason, it disappears. So I have to keep you in the corner.
That's me in the corner.
To give you guys an idea, I have 3 monitors. I have the one directly in front of me. I have one to my right and one to my left. The problem is the one to my left is that it's blocked by the mic that's right here. So normally I can't look like where Will is, I can't see. So I really don't put anything I put over there is kind of like I know that it's going to work during the stream. I don't need to monitor it. So I'm just going to throw it there. In most cases, it's the chat bot because we have the chat bot live right now. By the way, for any of you who don't know, TGWPIS has a wonderful surprise amount of commands that can be used. Most of them are F1 related because they've developed from F1, but they can be used for anything, just like this.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Very important.
Indeed, so right. What have we been playing this week, mate? What have we been up to? What have you been up to?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
Free Play Friday, we played some GTFO with Chris. I downloaded and I've played about 2 to 3 hours of Torchlight 3.
Right.
Which released, and it's a torn down, kind of a more basic version of an ARPG. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of okay with that. It's like each, because I find that my problem with ARPGs becomes, I get too focused on like finding the best build and like Googling and researching the best build. And what's nice about Torchlight is that it kind of isn't like that. You just kind of just play it, and however you build it is cool. Also, one of the characters is a robot that has that like one of its abilities is to shoot a gun from its chest.
Ooh.
Another one is a guy who is a conductor and hits people with giant great weapons and has a train that follows him around and can have like turrets and mortars and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And also you have a pet. So I have a pet llama that follows around and headbutts enemies for me.
That's awesome.
Do I need to explain more? Also, it's like $40. So it's not even like a $60 game. I'm getting what I expected out of it. How much more will I play of it? I'm not 100% sure. But like right now it's kind of the like I need to turn my brain off for like an hour.
Yeah.
Click a button, kill shit. Simple and easy. I've also downloaded Pillars of Eternity. You guys remember that CRPG from a long time ago? Funny reason why. I've wanted to play Pillars of Eternity 2, but I never beat Pillars of Eternity 1, and you can export a character over, so I'm like, okay, let's do that. I'm playing it on the easiest mode, which is story. Essentially just to play through the game.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, at this point, I'm kind of in the mindset where we all know that I don't play games to make them difficult. I play games for the enjoyment. I'm not here to play Dark Souls on extra sweat mode. I'm here to play the game and have fun with it. Unless it's Football Manager.
Then it's
By the way, I think next year, it's Football
Mhm.
Manager 2021, I think the main save is going to be Corby.
Yeah.
I don't think mainly because I don't want to have to create the database again to add TGWPIS FC into the team, into it. So I'm going to probably just do a Corby save. With the
Fair enough.
initial save being Tottenham. Because they won't have that database yet, so I'll just play as Tottenham to start with.
Yeah, that's fair.
Regardless of that, Pillars of Eternity. Once again, I wanted to do a little CRPG that it wasn't Wasteful Land 3. I still have Wasteland 3 installed. I plan on going back to it. F1. Let's talk about F1.
Let's talk about F1.
Let's talk about F1 because it's a great segue into Will. Also, Spa was last week.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Boy, did we eat that motherfucker.
Oh, yes. Yes, you did. Owned its ass.
It did. It was touch and go for like the first 2 laps. Hamilton actually passed me.
Mm-hmm.
But then we started to pull away. And then, then I always thought, like, I'll just catch Hamilton on the straight. I'll catch Hamilton on the back straight. And then I saw an opening on turn 1. And I went, yeet. And took him up the inside. Cleanly, might I add. Like, it was a go out inside, go wide, and then come back over to cover the switchback. It was a good move.
Yeah, it was very, very much yeet free, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which is
We
a strange one.
Lard corner.
Mhm.
We survived Lard corner, which was very important.
Mhm. Yes, she did.
Yep. So Lard corner was very much survived, and then yeah. So it brings us to this week and tomorrow, which is Italy, Monza, the Citadel of Speed.
The Temple of Speed, good sir. The Temple of Speed.
Close. Citadel, Temple, Potato. It's a religious place where people go to pray. We're gonna go fast. I've also upped the difficulty another 10 points. Because, and Will.
Mm.
I finished free practice 2.
Yeah.
I was not the fastest.
Ooh.
I was 4th fastest.
Oh.
Granted, I was on mediums and they were on softs. But I'm not beating people on medium speed-wise anymore.
Nice. So we may have... It's trying to find that balance, isn't it?
It is. And there was a few things that happened in the practice. I almost went up somebody's gearbox in a hot lap because they came out of the pit and decided to go 2 across in a chicane. As Will would know, when you're on a hot lap and the other guy's on a hot lap that you're following and the guy comes out, that chicane is literally right there. There's not much you can kind of do. Then the guy let me by, like he's supposed to. And then he decided he wanted to race me and like started to like pass me as he's on an out lap and I'm on a hot lap. Don't know why. It was kind of dumb. But, and I guess he wanted to be up my gearbox for whatever reason. I mean, it's smart for him, I guess, to like really kind of race me so that maybe he can get like a slipstream going into his hot lap.
Yeah.
But
it's practice. Why did he need that?
Yeah, and then so I just went fuck him, and then I went on the back straight and I deployed all my ERS and went rich mix and just bye Felicia.
You have full Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
Bye.
But at the same time, I was beating. He was on softs and I was on 50% worn mediums. And I yeeted it around the Parabolica.
Nice.
Hey, did you take on a day before this lap? No, he just accosted me on the street.
The rotter. The absolute rotter. So you got one more free practice left to do.
Yep, and I have to do and the thing I've saved for it is qualifying, because I was doing a qualifying lap and Akon'd me, where I was going quick. I was on a hot lap. I don't know if he was on a hot lap or not, but I was obviously quicker than him, like way quicker in pace. And he was slowing me down so much, like the point where I was behind him and like I was up his gearbox in the chicanes. Like right up his gearbox.
Yeah. That's just...
So I went to take him on the second right. So you've got the straight, the start straight, the chicane, straight, first right, second right, into the back straight. I went to take him on the inside. Got my nose in. He came over and covered me, and then it basically pushed me out onto the grass. So I pushed him back, sent him flying into the gravel, which then sent me into a spin and my nose into the wall. Once again, it's fucking practice. But I was going to pass him in a clean move, and he just came over the top of me.
Bastards. So you do have your work cut out for you for Monza then.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be there. But from what I could tell, we have a quick car for Monza. It's going to be fast. Will I get first place? We may not. We may not even qualify in pole, which means I may actually have to fucking race. And we all know what James is like in traffic.
Yep. Because at the moment, going into this, you are ahead in the rivalry.
What were you difficulty-wise when you hit Monza?
I was 69.
So I'm technically only 9 points lower than what you were playing at difficulty-wise, because I'm at 60.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you, it's not a confidence thing. It's it is a confidence thing, because I'm going in there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you didn't have your virginity-protecting gloves, like I do now.
Or a steering wheel.
Or a steering wheel. Or a setup specifically derived for Monza. And a steering wheel. But that is changing, because you have setups now, and I'm assuming you need more setups, so we'll handle that.
Yeah. I think I've got one for Canada, but I'll get one just in case, and then I need one for France, Austria as well, so I may pick those up as well, so I can do those this week.
So tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST.
2 p.m. UK time.
We're going to yeet Monza. We're going to go fast. This is probably the fastest circuit you'll see.
That's how fast we're going to go.
It's basically go straight, little bit of bendy bit, go straight, turn right twice, go straight, little bit of bendy bit, go straight, big bendy bit, go straight. That's pretty much Monza. That is Monza. Then after that we have Singapore, which is the most corners in all of F1.
Driving it, I quite like Singapore these days. I didn't used to, but I've gotten used to it. It's like Baku. Baku's growing on me as well.
Baku, I liked once I got in a groove. That was the thing with Baku with me, is that it took me a bit, but once I kind of figured out the castle section, it's not bad. And that's because the thing is because I liked the right hand turns, because those provide because if you got inside position, you can pass somebody on the outside turn. You can really bully people in those corners. And as we know, I like to bully people going on the inside. My passing move is the inside. I like going on the inside. That is my move. I brake late and I go on the inside.
Yeah, if you get the turn just right, you're on the racing line, so they have to back off. So you get the move done.
Also because we don't have a good enough grip and an arrow to go around the outside a lot of times to keep the power down. It's just facts. We don't have the arrow to do the outside pass. We have the arrow and the brakes to do inside, and I'm just crazy enough to fucking do it. You just gotta have, I don't want to say you gotta have balls, but you gotta be like, I'm just gonna yeet this bitch and hope. Trust the car. This bitch is empty. Yeet! But yes, F1 more tomorrow. It's still going. The plan is probably we're going to keep doing this, and if certain incentives aren't met, we may have all Extra Life may just be all of finish up season 1. And then we'll be relatively caught up to Will. I mean, you're about halfway through season 2 already?
Yeah, I'm coming up for that. Because it's, Austria's at the halfway point, I believe. James in Italy. So if we do hit that $5,000, then we'll be doing the F1.
And we'll be doing the F1 with Chris. And the gauntlet has been thrown down with that one. It is very much a drive to survive for me and Will.
Oh yeah, because he's offered himself a little challenge to us, and it's I think we'll discuss that in a little bit though. Yeah, once we're talking about Extra Life, because if that's all you've been playing, matey, I'll quickly go through mine.
Yes, go right on ahead.
Oh well, I have been playing some more Assetto Corsa. One of the cars during the races wasn't working. The brakes were just non-existent, and so I was trying to turn, and they just kept going straight. I was like Mansell in the '94 McLaren, and so when he famously went, "I tried turning the steering wheel, but it wouldn't turn." So that was odd. But the rest of the stream, blissful company, blissful things happening. It was a lot of fun. So I will be continuing that championship in the Ferrari tomorrow. I didn't do any Formula 1 this week because of real life stuff happening. I have played off stream a little bit of Crash 4. I did buy Crash 4. Just sort of to get it on the board ready for Extra Life for that challenge there. I also tried a game called Askend 2, which is a puzzle game. It's like a match 3 plus where you just draw a line through the wall to get points and things to get puzzles done. Just to see whether I complete that or not. So whether that goes on the backlog, it doesn't. So that's that off the backlog. I went after a platinum for a game called Siggy, A Fart for Melusia, which is a blatant rip-off of Mario. A blatant rip-off of Mario. What else did I do offline? I did some tic-tac letters as well, because for Extra Life, I don't want just about almost 8 hours worth of a pogey game. That's not what I want for it. I want a mixture of games so we can have fun with a bit of variety, during that 8 hours. So that was that too. I've got that game prepared for the trophy that is there for Robin. And that trophy is boobs. It says boobs. which you can see where my mind is.
You're right.
Am I right, lads? So on to stuff I've also been playing. I've been playing some more Persona 4 Golden.
Right.
I am now over 20 hours in. I rescued... I did just hear it. Nice. I've rescued Kojima? Oh, Kanji, that's him.
Kanji. Kojima's right there.
He's just hiding. His head just pops up. Hello.
He just stares at me indifferently every day.
Just like you have
judging quietly
until his next game comes out and we can judge him. But so yeah, Kanji from the bathhouse has been rescued. Been trying to do some more social interactions. I now have a scooter so I can travel places a bit more than there to get my courage up. We've seen the next victim that has been kidnapped, and again it's going deeper and darker into the psyche of people, because this one is all about body confidence and body image, how she's not happy with her body. Now going through puberty, that's a fucking nightmare for people. So there's this coming here. So we're into a strip house. Yep. But so far, all tasteful. It's all tasteful. There's nothing rude, nothing disgusting and depraved coming from that yet. I think I should have maybe gone exploring other places to build up stuff, but well, in for a penny, in for a pound now. Let's have a look. And all the other stuff I've done, like Apotheon. Again, that's for Metroidvania set in ancient Greece. Really nice, really cool. And I finished Ancient Planet. That's a great game. If you like tower defense games, get that on Steam. It is fairly cheap. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. The last few levels were set on Earth because I got rid of the Emperor and they just buggered off over to here, including a fucked up Houses of Parliament. Yeah, it's all gone. So I started a game called Super Animal Squad, which is like Trials. You know, the Trials games where you're going using a bike or a vehicle going left to right over a series of obstacles.
Yeah.
Think that mixed with Little Big Planet, where you play as a chicken, and one of your vehicles is a toilet, using the power of farts to power yourself along.
Okay. Those are definitely words I would not expect to all be put together in one spot. Okay.
I'm looking at it and go, what the hell is this? But it's silly. You know, after trying your hardest to deter an invasion, to go from that to this, it's a different end of the spectrum. It really is. But it was fun. That's the thing. It's not. I don't think it's it really isn't meant to be taken seriously at all. But yeah, it's just different, and I like it. I enjoy it. I think I'll finish it this week because the main levels. I think I've only got 4 left. There are bonus ones, but I looked at one and went no. So yeah, get that as well. It is on PlayStation for about £9.49, but I was playing it on Steam. And finally, I have played Snooker 19. I was gutted after playing that. Quarterfinal, best of 9.
You're right.
Just wait for that. Against John Higgins, we were equally matched throughout the game. There was no one that got any more ahead of each other than 1 frame. So as always, I started first. He came back. He won the next one. I came back. He won the next one. Back again. We were at 4-all. The match was tied. The frame was tied. It came down to the black ball game. He set it up for us, and I missed. So I went crashing out on the final ball of the game.
Good morning.
Gutted.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, slept in. I apologize.
That's fine. Not a problem at all. Because you hit right at the perfect time to say what you've been playing this week.
Oh, hell yeah. Been playing a variety of horror games, including, but not limited to, Dankus Doogles, a little bit of Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Or is it House of Jump Scares? I don't know. I think it's Jump Scare Mansion right now. But played a little bit of, I think, Shelter earlier this week. A little Valorant. A little League. Just, enjoying and kicking back.
Nice. But as I'm kicking back with another Iron Brew.
Hell yeah.
It's a double brew podcast.
Oh, yes. So that you've been playing?
Yep, pretty much.
Fair enough. And also you're here for the right time because we're going to talk about Extra Life. And we made reference to a challenge that you threw down to us.
Yes, indeed.
Now, as you can see on the screen, we have a $5,000 total that we want to raise this year. Is it higher than we've ever gone for before as part of 3 of us? Yes. But do I think we can make it? Yes. Yes, I do. I do think we can make it. Do you know why? Because of you guys listening in, watching in, are amazing. So, we have milestones aplenty. Let's go through them, shall we? At $1,000 because Tim smashed
Hold on.
his. Okay.
Give me a second here. Let's do this. Ba-dum-ba-da, ba-dum-ba-da, bum-ba-da-da-ba-da-da, ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. There you go.
So, thank you. So, at $1,000, because Tim Paulin this week on Wednesday absolutely smashed the 24 hours. So, we need to give him a round of applause and a big shout out. Because around about $1,200 for Extra Life. I mean, Tim's amazing enough as it is, but bloody Nora, that was just, yeah, we tip our hats to you, sir. Job well done. So he's done his bargain that we talked about last week on the show. So now I've got to get to $1,000 so we and him race on F1 2020. Moving on to $2,500. Oh, yeah. So at $2,500, I'm trying to remember now with all the stuff. It's one night only. Yes, with the Yorkshire Trader and special guests. Mook, Crafty Rebel, and Lou Brush is joining us with her friend Poppy. Yes, oh yes. At $3,000, James here. He is going to play Dark Souls 3 for 2 hours. It's going to be on PC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a confirmation then, because people are asking me if you're going to be on PC or not. It's like, yes, that's what I think.
Yes. There's no gaming system in this room right now. The gaming systems are currently tied up in other places, and I'm just too fucking lazy to bring one in here. I've got a capture card in my computer. I've got the ways to do it. It's just I'd have to bring it in, and
Sounds like too much like hard work to me.
Yeah, and once again, I can buy it on PC. So why wouldn't I just buy it on PC? Because it runs better on PC.
Yes, it does indeed. Because most things do, admittedly. And then we move on to $4,000, where the Patreon saint of TGWPI, Kimmy, has vowed to do the one chip challenge, and she will do it live on stream. One chip. Extra spicy. Come watch her cry her eyes out. Just go along those lines. And then $5,000. We have two. Yes, we have two things for this. One, I will be getting up early in the morning to face Tom Marrett at Street Fighter 5 to get my ass handed to me, royally handed to me, because I'm shit at fighting games where Tom isn't. And then the other one, James, It's the Coffee Night, and myself will be playing F1 2018, where you, the highest donator, get to choose the track that we do. So not only would you be helping kids fight illnesses, and also in this current climate of COVID-19, which makes it a whole different kettle of fish, but you get to choose which track is going to punish us for. But that's not all. No. When we get to the final team bit in a second, but It's the Coffee Night laid down a challenge for us, which I'm sure you'll gladly say.
Oh, yes. If either of these two gentlemen lose to me in the F1 challenge race, then they must get their rank in League of Legends. They must go through the process of leveling their account from 1 to 30, proceed to play 10 ranked matches, and get a rank.
Not all of which will be done on stream, but I imagine it's what Free Play Friday will turn into for a while.
It will probably be that for a hot minute.
So if you want to see James and myself struggle with this, because, you know, James has played a little bit of it. It's like the reverse of the one challenge. Really.
It is precisely that, yeah.
I have not played a damn thing of League of Legends. I have seen League of Legends played, and I have sat there with this expression on my face. Huh. Not a clue. So, I have to beat Chris at F1.
We're
If
calling
we
it
hit
the
the
Drive to Survive challenge. That's what
Yeah.
I've been watching that documentary again, and I've labeled it the Drive to Survive. See, that being said, I have played a little bit of League. I also, for a while, played Heroes of the Storm.
That we did.
I was okay at Heroes of the Storm.
That you were.
I had one character, one build, and I played the shit out of that one build, Rainer Q
Yep.
spam.
Mm-hmm.
So
with call down ult.
yep, with cooldown ult. That was it. Just clear the lane. That's what I called it. It was just clear the lane.
Uh-huh.
No, nobody goes in this lane now. This is my lane.
If you want to try to come through, you're going to have to pay a heavy price.
So yeah. So I have MOBA experience.
Mhm.
I just don't have the patience to play a MOBA, which means like you. I'm not saying there's a reason why I've upped the difficulty in F1, but there could be a reason why I've upped the difficulty in F1.
So that means we may have to lower the gap between us to about, what, 10 seconds maybe?
I'm training Will. I'm raising the difficulty because I need to train.
Mhm. But if we match each other on this, then we have to go at the same time.
I still get the Renault.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
You still get the Williams. By the way, 2018 the Haas wasn't bad in 2018. The Williams was still shit.
Yeah, it's been shit for about 4 years now, sadly. 2016 was the last great year that the Williams was in any decent position.
Of course, you get the
So,
Mercedes.
yeah.
You get to be blessed. We'll give him Bless's car.
Yeah, you could be,
Excellent.
yeah, the number 44.
And you can complain about when your tires are gone.
Yeah, actually, can you do that? Can you go, Bono, me tires are gone, Bono?
Do we have to
You
get?
can do that.
We might have to get Chris a racing engineer.
True.
Yeah.
Might
We
you
might actually need to get him somebody who just like, okay, now's the time to pit with your tires. Because, Will, to be honest,
Yeah,
I
I would have no idea.
I'm not gonna help. I can't help him. I can barely run my own goddamn race.
And hell, if League of Legends is facing me, I ain't helping that way. You need to block. You need to pit now. Oh, you need to pit again. Oh yeah, your tires only last three laps.
Gotta go on the wets. It will be a dry race. We're not monsters.
No.
You will not-
Especially if you guys vote for what we think you're gonna vote for.
Yeah. It will be a dry race. Unless the person, and I'll throw this down, it can be a wet race if that one person who chooses the race donates $5,000. If they donate $5,000, if they double down,
Mm-hmm.
then it can be a wet race.
Okay.
For $10,000, and you get to choose if it's a wet race or not. How's that sound? How's that for a goal?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. So if we hit 10,000,
They have the choice to make it a wet race. They don't have to.
mm-hmm.
Don't even put it on the meter. If they hit
Nope,
the $5,000
I'm
first.
not going to. Yep, I'm not going to. Because I stupidly did put something on the meter for the team page, not for us, the team.
What's the team page one now say? What did you rope me into?
Oh, it's not you that's been roped into it. It's just me.
Okay, all right, that's
this
fine.
one's all on me.
All right, we're good.
If,
we good. We all right.
you're right.
You right.
If we hit as a team 7,500, so that's currently
You
us three, Robin, Keith Patrick Dunn Fernandez, Gio, aka Reese's Wave, and maybe I'm trying to get Ed into this as well. If we, as a collective, hit $7,500, Me, as a Chicago Bears fan for 24 years, will face the ultimate torture. The ultimate torture of buying and wearing not only an Aaron Rodgers jersey, but a cheesehead. I will wear them for a week's worth of streams.
Man, it's a shame I don't have 7,500 lying around.
Yeah, you would have done that.
Well, then that just means he also really wants us to raise. Watch, he gives it to everybody else but our own one, so we don't raise F1. then Chris is like, I want to play Monaco in the wet.
Shit.
I proceed to go at like 80 miles an hour the entire race.
The funny part is you can,
but I make it and you don't.
You can win Monaco doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's practically impossible to pass on Monaco.
Lewis Hamilton 2018. His tires were gone, so he says. No gearbox, like engine problems, and he just kept that car wide, like nobody could pass him because he was just kept it wide.
Danny Ricciardo doing that. Ayrton Senna when Nigel Mansell clawing over his gearbox for about half the race because he just couldn't get by.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, it was Danny Ricciardo 2018, Hamilton 2019.
Yeah.
His tires were gone. That's where the meme comes from.
So there's your challenges, ladies and gentlemen. Can we do what we've done before? We'll find out. And it's open now. If you want to donate, if you can donate, please do. If you know people that can donate to get this sort of stuff done, please tell them. Please bring them in for the streams. The only times we haven't discussed is who's doing Saturday, who's doing Sunday, and when. That's the only things we've got left to announce to you guys.
Yep. But we'll figure that out soon. We do know Will starts off on Friday, and me and Chris will decide the weekend, probably the week before. Because it'll be like, oh shit, Extra Life's this weekend. Oh shit, we better figure something out.
Yep. So that's that. So we're what? Pimp outs and shout outs now?
Yes.
Because obviously Tim Paulin for his amazing work this week.
I think he's been lurking in the chat this entire time. Tim, if you're here, great. We're happy to have you here. Thank you for lurking. If you're not here, but you're accidentally left your computer screen open, thanks for the view.
Yeah, we love you, dude.
We appreciate it. And great job. Really, great job on what you did. Did he raise like 1,000?
All in all, he raised about $1,200.
Ooh, that's spicy. It's good. It's real good. Absolute legend.
That's absolute top notch. We've also got our new mod for TGWPIS Crafty Rebel. We've got to give her a shout out because on November 1st, she will be doing her 6-hour stream for Extra Life, including having me be her GPS when doing a truck simulator. So, all right, love, I need you in about 600 yards to turn left. No, that left. No, you've gone too far now. Now I need to turn right and turn around when it's safe to do so. And also Tracker 57. Because, and I'll jump over to you guys in a second. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. UK time, he is doing a charity stream called Last One Standing, where 10 people, 10 streamers, personalities, are doing a quiz show in aid of Adoption UK. And I am one of them. So Tracker 57 on twitch.tv from 8 p.m. UK time. And over to you guys.
Hi, chat. How are you? It's good to see you here. We appreciate you being here. That's it. We've handled everybody else. I just was going through my head here when you were like talking about doing being the voice vet, being the being the drive-through instructions, I was thinking to myself, like, what would it be like? All right, man, you're gonna take a left here. I'm gonna go down straight. I'm gonna go fast. I'm gonna get yourself some fried chicken.
I thought you were going to be become Gunther. When you
Then
fucking
you're
turn
gonna
left,
go
you
take a left and go merge on traffic. Gonna go watch over there, big old truck. And go wow, we're going fast. And boo, boo, boo. Now Nordschleifen and go be in Germany.
It's like I'm watching King of the Hill.
It's almost like I've watched a lot of King of the Hill. Oh, hang on, I have to start Hank Hill by going, oh, that boy ain't right. I don't do a good Hank Hill, I apologize.
That boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right. I do a good Boomhauer, as you all know. Sha! Fucking say it.
What the hell?
Alright, comrade, you're going to take car. You're going to drive through London. It's very sneaky what you do there. Don't worry about package, it's totally fine. It's alright if you leave in central London. Escort will come and pick it up. It is good. We have many packages for you to go to deliver. We don't know where they all are or where they're going, but it's not a problem. Now, if you would kindly take right here, go down alleyway, and we will discuss payment. By the way, Legion is coming out soon, right?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks, I believe. 29th?
Okay.
20... Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
in
playing
the
this
next
game, but it just seems like I could just give me a reason to do bad English accents. I actually was cast in that game as one of the... No, I wasn't. I do enjoy that there was a Jacksepticeye did a sponsored video of it. And he found a guy, and he's just like... And the guy he finding out playing as was Irish. He's like, he's Irish! All right! He just like stared at him. He's like, all right!
There's one more bit of business we need to do now before we sign off.
You're right.
And that is to check Twitter to see whether Holly got back to us.
I'm on it right now. I'm looking. I'm looking at it. No, not yet. Strangely, it's only been seen by 11 people.
No.
Yeah. And only engaged with once. Did you retweet it?
I don't think so. Did I?
It's weird. Okay. It just got buried in the other stuff.
Wait, no, I didn't retweet that. I just retweeted that way we were live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is. So, there you go. It shows that, yeah, we did the thing. Nothing yet, but hey. CD Projekt Red, looking at you. Can you pet the dog? Are there dogs, and can you pet them?
Tell us. We want to know.
You need to sleep.
This
Moon.
is vital information.
Tesco delivery can leave it at your door. With that being said, I have looked. There is nobody on that we can raid right now.
Wow.
We got Cosmic Gamers.
Oh, we can do Cosmic Gamers. Hang on. We have 6 people. It'll count.
Mhm.
Yay!
Didn't they say that they were changing that? JT's on? I don't see Giant Bionic's on.
Let's go raid
Oh,
Bionic.
hey. Let's go
Why
raid
are we-
Bionic.
why
It's
are
been
we-
a hot minute.
Why are we not following Bionic? I thought we were following Bionic.
There's been weird, like, shadow unfollow things with Twitch. There have been channels that I've absolutely been following that I'm no longer following.
No, Bionic's offline. You lied. Yeah, he's not online. I just went to his page. He's not online. Chat, what are you doing? Why are you lying to me? I don't lie to you.
It may be Twitch lying to them.
I mean, I don't lie to you that often. In like the last 5 minutes.
Well, we do have the Cosmic Gamers to
Okay,
rate as
Cosmic
an
Gamers
option.
we can do. Underscore gamers. Damn it, spelled it wrong. Oh wait, hang on. There were gamers with an S.
Yep.
God damn son of a bitch. Okay. I hate the system. Can you tell? Haha! Nailed it. Go say hi to Cosmic. They're a wonderful group of people there. We love them. In a completely platonic way. Also, like our #1 clip on Twitch is with Cosmic Gamers. Chris, do you remember which one that clip is? Spanish Tracer?
Yep. I was trying to remember the name of it. I was
Spanish
like, it's an
Tracer.
Overwatch thing. I remember that.
Spanish Tracer.
Spanish Tracer.
All right, everybody. That's been Will Lard Teammaker. He is the Coffee Knight. I've been James. We all stream here on our various platforms at Lard Teammaker, at It's the Coffee Knight. I'm on TGWPIS because I'm too lazy to use my own handle, and all of you are here anyway, so why not use a pre-existing audience? We love you.
And I'll be streaming later tonight, too.
You will be streaming later tonight.
I will be streaming later tonight.
Will not. But
No,
it's
we will be streaming tomorrow.
Well, if you planned on streaming, we can always do some co-op streaming.
I was not planning on streaming. I'm probably going to spend time with Kim. My girlfriend
Hell
desperately
yeah.
wants to spend time with me. But
That's good.
we've been us. You've
Co-oping
been,
time with his girlfriend.
we've been us. You've been you. That raid timer's going off in 10 seconds, so I'm going to end this up now. Okay, everybody, have a good one and goodbye. Come in so effectual
Bye.
life. We love you. Bye.